always great to see you, Mark Stiles.
Always great to be seen, not viewed, Rob and Christine.
How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. Bunny, 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 by the way. Have you heard that before? On the first day of the month, the first thing you say is bunny, bunny, bunny. Any listeners out there heard this tradition? This was told to me when I was 8 years old by a friend, a fellow 8-year-old, and it's stuck with me. Every first day of the month, if I remember, bunny, bunny, bunny. I don't know the origination. I don't know why it is.
Maybe the origination is with your friend.
It could be, although I remember putting it in the Google machine.
I recall seeing it on social media, that someone will put it as their status.
Bunny,
but
bunny,
I've
bunny.
also seen rabbit, rabbit, rabbit.
Okay.
So maybe that's interchangeable. I don't know, but that's something that the text line needs to be for, because I have no idea.
Anyone out there, listener?
What that means.
Bunny, bunny, bunny.
Why
Ever
you
heard
have
that?
I remember bunny bread down in the Cape, get the rabbit habit, but that's it.
What?
What does that mean?
That was
You're the best.
Yeah, well, that was a local bread delivery guy, and it was Bunny Bread and Dick Bunny, and he would say, get the rabbit habit. I just thought that was very charming.
That was his marketing?
Yes.
Okay.
And he was also pretty handsome, so he used to stop by all the restaurants, and it was a summer waitressing job, so.
Fun.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fond memories, right?
Yes, of Dick Bunny and get the rabbit habit.
Dick Bunny, and that's great. Did you get any free bread?
An occasional muffin tossed our way.
Okay. Well, a handsome man there.
So I got a little nostalgia for you.
Okay.
So I bought a house 9 years ago, and it was abandoned. There was a Victrola. Who's with me with the Victrola?
Okay.
Well, I think we know a gentleman that would like to hear more about this.
Oh, buddy. So this was probably from 1965. Stored it for 8 years. Brought it to the Furniture Fairy. So go onto social media, Facebook, Furniture Fairy.
Furniture Fairy.
And wow, Furniture Wizard, Sherpa, Fairy, all of those words. Took this thing and made it work. So now, because I can't drive with my right leg being healed.
For now.
Healed. It's healing.
Yep.
Going in the right direction, up and to the right. She said it's ready. So we picked it up last weekend. It's sitting in the house. I've been playing WATD in the background all day. Listener, who's with me? All day. Beginning
Are you okay?
to end. I love it.
Okay.
I love everything about it. What a great radio station. Who's with me?
That. Yeah.
All day in the background.
Oh, look at you.
Morning show,
Yep.
early morning, late morning, afternoon, right into the conversations. And then Dr. Joe last night.
Dr. Joe.
Right on in. I was in ATD for 13 hours yesterday with the Victrola, which works. The Furniture Fairy brought this artifact back to life. Again, social media, Facebook, Furniture Fairy, local to the South Shore.
Fairy.
Beautiful. I'm looking at some of her other stuff.
Well,
too.
I think she posted mine. I think my before and after is on her page, where it was dusty, and I think there was rat stuff in there, and it looks amazing what she's done, and I'm so psyched. I'm so psyched. So it
Here
plays
it is.
records.
Yes, mid-century modern Victrola.
That's me.
Well, I see, yeah, because he just wrote that recommendation, which is very nice. And that's something I see that you do, Mark. That's
I
very
love
nice.
that.
You pay it forward by actually putting out these recommendations, which are great. Tom from Kingston is on the line. He wants to join Feel Good Friday today. Tom, good morning.
Good morning, people.
Good morning.
Christine, you just confirmed I'm not completely crazy, but pretty close. When you mentioned bunny bread, I just remember at the end of the commercial, the guy says, "That's what I said, that's bunny bread."
You're right. Okay. Thank you. I'm not completely crazy either.
Wow. Did he have like all of Cape Cod? Was that
I
his
think
territory?
so. I think so.
I love
don't
it.
know. I don't remember. I was too young at the
Wow.
time, but I just remember that commercial. And then
Now I
my
want
brother
bunny
and I
bread.
would dance around the kitchen table singing that song, that commercial.
That
Bunny
tells you
bread.
about the power of jingles.
I was going to say the exact
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah.
The power of jingles. I mean, how many, we're talking 50 plus years, these people remember that jingle because it hit them in the soul. And I mean, so many of those like that too.
Remember the old commercials for cigarettes? Winston tastes good like cigarettes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, highly recommended by doctors.
Yeah, we've evolved as a species since then, huh?
We're coming a long way, baby. at
Yeah,
this
they
stage.
gave my father cigarettes at 12. Here you go. It's good for you.
Oh, boy.
My
Oh, yeah.
grandfather says, "You want to smoke? Go ahead." And he was smoking Pall Malls with no filters. I almost died. I think I was like 7 years old. I never smoked after that.
Wow. That's,
Thank you, guys. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
From Kingston there with those memories. Yeah, that does say the power of jingles, and so that you just mentioned that earlier, and that sparked Tom's mind, Christine, from your memory from the time with the bread on the Cape and Bunny Bread. So
I also want to shout out Michelette, my Uber driver today. From Boogie Down Brockton, also known as the City of Champions. We talked about, the public school system and accountability and school uniforms. I want to shout out, good luck to you and your daughter out there in Brockton, Michelette. You're a wonderful, wonderful human being. Thanks for the ride.
That's great. Yeah, and you've been Ubering, I know. Mark as he talked about his healing from that injury. So, again, he's not able to drive himself right now, and he's been using Ubers to have a conversation and to meet some new people. And
it's awesome.
Certainly it's...
You could do a whole series of essays about these Uber drivers because they all sound so interesting.
They are. And we all are, right? I mean, at the end of the day, we all want the same thing, and that's to be valued, right? Dr. Joe pulling it from last night. We all want the same thing. And people are so very interesting, curious when they're trusting and their guard is down. They're not in a defensive, scarce mode with the I am approach. We talk about this on the Dr. Joe show. Encourage people to check it out. We all want the same thing. We simply want to be valued. And when you value someone, you increase your positive energy and it feels good. And then potentially it creates a butterfly effect like we talked about last week where someone sees it and they go and they do it. And it's special. And you're right. There could be a memoir of, I think I talked about this when we were meeting way back, right after surgery, the memoirs of a man locked down. But yeah, there's memoirs of the Uber rider, right? The folks that you meet, their stories that they have. He's from Haiti, been here, he speaks French Creole, he's got a daughter, and he's making it. He's making it happen here in the United States of America, and it's awesome.